What's up, buttercups? Hi, everybody. Good evening. Good evening. Happy Friday. Angela Atkinson, good evening. Angela says, good evening. Buttercups, coffee cups, chatters. Happy Friday. Welcome to Friday Night Wind Down. Thank you. I'm glad to be here with you guys. Actually, and I do apologize, I'm late. My hair is still wet. So I was trying to put bobby pins in it. I was like, oh. So, and Angela's, oh, thank you, Angela. Please hit the like button on your way in. Please subscribe, like, and share. Please subscribe. I might lose some subscribers with this Amber Dave going on. Boy, I caught a little bit of that today. Not me directly, but just filled in some of the comments coming in, and some of them I laughed at, and some of them I thought, how old are you? Should you even be in general? You know? Hi, Betty. Welcome in, Betty Bush. Good evening, Nonya, Buttercups, and Chatters. Good evening, Carla. Carla says, hey, Nonya, and chat. And then Betty saying hello to Carla and Betty. And Gwen says, good evening, Nonya, chat friends, and family. Thank you, Gwen. Boy, Betty, I still can't beat Dave yet because he's still playing the good guy right now. Nope, no belts yet, Angela. But oh, it's going to come. But you know, I have a feeling our girl Amber, she's not going to tell him about Wayne. And I think that's going to be a problem. Hi, Deborah. Good evening. Deborah says, good evening, chat. Betty and Carla, good evening from Gwen. Dave did not lie to Amber. That's more than I can say for Anthony. Absolutely. Whew. Carla, they so mad. They're under everyone of Amber's skit talking about they can't stand her. She talks too much. She behaved like she's perfect. I saw a lot of that. She's perfect. And when you carry yourself well, people will say that about you. They either want you to be sloppy, or if you try to be upstanding, then they'll say, she thinks she's perfect. Mm-hmm. They do. Was that in the Country Wayne area or on somebody's channel? I think I'll get my glasses. I hope he stays that way. I'm hoping Amber doesn't blow it, Betty. Come on, Bam, you need to talk to him. Lord, Mr. Greg, about to be arrested because of Dom. Why? Is Dom upset that Greg is talking to her mom? Is that the problem? Anthony still can't even stop lying. What's he lying about now? I saw him talking to Shayla, and Shayla described herself to a T as an Atlanta, or as a Skitland girl. Described herself to a T. What happened with oh Lord, and to think he was the one who got Dom out of jail. Dom is evil. Oh, okay. Carla said, I went off on SR channel. Oh, that lady go with the wind. Okay. Okay, Carla, I understand. I understand what you're saying. I don't go over there, but I do understand what you're saying. Wow. Okay. I'm sorry that I got to get focused here. My apologies. Too short and it's too close. Maybe that'll be better. I'm sorry. Gwen said, Carla, right. I kept because he should have already told Amber about Melissa. It was still a lie. And actually, Gwen, I do agree with you on that. He should have told Amber. And that's why probably why he had that funny look on his face when she mentioned early on about her being like a wallpaper print on the wall. Because I remember questioning, why didn't he say more? I didn't make a big deal of it, but why didn't he say more? Amber kind of told Dave about Wayne, but didn't say who it was. But yeah, I do agree with you about the Melissa. That was the perfect opportunity. But Gwen, do you think, and this is just a question, do you think they were too new? Do you think maybe that's why he didn't tell her? I don't know. That's the only thing that just came to my mind. And Amber needs to tell Dave about Wayne before the party. And I guarantee you, they're going to write it where Amber doesn't tell him. No, I can't guarantee it. I don't know. But I think Amber's not going to tell Dave. And it might very well come out at the party. And that is another problem for having lack of communication. Agree. Then I saw Amber. It's like, who's Dave going to get to replace that woman? And then I'm thinking, oh, maybe Amber, blah, 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 blah. And then we see Ernestine and Amber later on in the day. Amber's talking about her clothesline and, all the stuff, her body butter's coming out. And then Ernestine wanted a job. So I thought, well, there goes Amber not being able to help Dave. So this will be interesting who he comes up with to help him. And Carla says, here's a question in the chat. She would ask someone on the panel to answer. Oh, she didn't answer it for you? Interesting. Okay. Angela says exactly. Michelle B. Hey, Michelle. What's happening? How are you, Michelle B? Good to see you. Glad you're here, sister. Hey, Magnolia. What's happening? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, y'all. In her Maryland voice. Gwen says, hi, Michelle. Antoinette, good evening. Hope everyone had a good Juneteenth. Hey, Magnolia. Almez says, good evening, Almez. Welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in. Everybody's saying hello to everyone else. Yes, thank you, Magnolia. Please hit the like button. Let's get the count up. It's Friday night. We had action in the skits today, didn't we? There was action. But Amber seems like she's having second thoughts on Dave. I think she just didn't, hopefully, she just didn't like the situation. But I can see why. Gwen, you laughing at somebody's channel? Anthony playing stepdaddy tonight. Sitting over there watching TV, having himself a good old time. I missed one. Yeah, he is. Ahmed says, good evening, Angela Atkinson. Carla, I was letting them have it today on your sister channel. Not my sister channel. But okay. They was getting mad. I was loving it. When you need someone else to answer the questions. But no, we're not sister channels. No. Gwen says, yes, Dom is upset because he took her mom on a date. But I think Mike is catching on to her. I haven't caught up yet with Mike. Carla, you don't mince words, do you? No, she does not. Carla says what's on her mind. Michelle B says not, and that's a good thing, Carla. Nadia says, I'm sorry, Michelle B said, Nadia, oh, Nonya, I was out there fighting in Skitland. In Skateland 21 made a comment, and somebody told me to shut up. Oh my goodness, I let it rip and then ended it with a, wait a minute, you were where? Oh, in Skitland 2? What's Skitland 2? That's my word. The channel I think you're talking about? Yeah, you see I'm on my own channel. But yeah, I'm not surprised. And I am sorry. I really am truly sorry or apologetic that you're having a tough time there. I am. No, that's not my channel or my sister channel. I think I'm just a standalone channel. I just sit over here and mind my own business because I know what all the channels are like. You know, it is what it is. So, Shayla is about to lose friendship with Tamara, listening to her mom about Iman. And that's why I know people don't like Delicia, but Delicia, go get Iman. Marry him for a day, for all I care. Just let Shayla catch you in bed with Iman. Just like you did, Amber. I know that's not a nice thing to say. That probably won't happen, but hey, you can always marry her for a day and let Shayla find out. You know, I say these things. I don't really wish bad luck on people, but this is Skitland, and we are mixing real talk in. Shayla needs to pay for what she did, destroying that marriage, and so does Anthony. I think Anthony's with the right person. I think, I think Denisha's going to like him for a minute. And then when she stops liking him, it's going to be a wrap. Betty Bush says, right, Angela. Magnolia Amber told Ernestine about Trey. And I think she's going to tell Dave about Wayne. I hope she does. Clean slate, no secrets, no lies. And I wonder if Dave was, Dave thinks a lot, but like I said this morning, women do things around guys. They do things with guys like strawberries and a cute dress with a little V cut, trying to show her lack of. Okay. Dave didn't pick up on that, and most guys don't. Women are good in conniving men. We just are. We just are. Angela says, Nonya, I think Amber's having second thoughts. Well, she did go upstairs with him. I think she'll be okay. I think they'll be okay. I don't think Dave's letting her get away. He might go to her house looking for her. Who knows? I don't think she's getting away. Dave said, that's my woman right there. You got to go. But in all honesty, Melissa shouldn't have said what she said to her sister. Why? Because you're angry that he has somebody he likes? And I can almost guarantee Melissa has been running those women away. What do you guys think? They didn't all just go away for no reason. except the one girl in Arizona who probably saw through Melissa's mess. That's what I'm thinking, because only one girl, and she called her the crazy girl. But all the rest of them, what happened to them? He just broke up with them. He did say he would, talk to a lot of beautiful women, and for whatever reason it didn't work out. It probably didn't work out because of Melissa. Because if she's in control of the phone calls, the calendaring, his life in general, basically, because she's his right hand. It doesn't just include business. It includes sending his laundry out, kind of like Piari. Yeah, I can see her doing that to keep him free for her. Now, 10 years you work for somebody, we don't know like how long it went, but it sure doesn't look like it was deep. I mean, he looks at her like she's a fly on the wall. But hopefully she's not, Angela. Carla says, Angela, I said that maybe she's having second thoughts about Dave if she is going to be the one that crashes out. Who? Amber or Melissa? Carla. Hi, Denise. Welcome in. Denise says, hi, Nonya and family. Gwen says, Nonya, it could be he was making sure she was the one. But they need to sit and have a very serious conversation about things that might come up from their past. No more secrets, no more lies. That's Amber's vow to Anthony. And that is actually perfect wording for her and Dave. I agree, Gwen. And then Angela Atkinson says, true, Carla. Hi, Hope. Good night, Buttercups. I have a question for you all. So somebody told me today they heard the word buttercup used in 3 different locations. So if we're one, who are the other 2? Or was it you all? Did you guys, say it? I'm just being nosy. I'm curious because I'm not changing our name again. I'm not changing it again. So if they want to be buttercups, they can come on over. That's fine with me. That's fine with me, but I'm curious. Are they calling themselves buttercups, or are they just saying the word buttercup? Who uses buttercup besides my grandpa and me? Nobody uses the word buttercup. Not really. That's like so old, Buckle up, buttercups. Angela Atkinson says, hey, Denise, Michelle B. Hey, all. Hey, all y'all. I have come to this channel where it's safe because it's dangerous out there in them dirty, dirty streets. And then skip main streets. Man, people are wilding out. They are. They are. But we knew they were going to wild out as soon as they saw Dave again, right? Gwen says, no more leads with that type of information. I'm not sure what that means, Magnolia. Can you let me know what that means? Just type it in the chat. Thanks, everyone. Thank you for joining. Please hit the like button, everybody. Please, let's get some people in. I know it's Friday night, and our wind down is kind of quiet usually. But, yeah. Magnolia, let me know what you mean. Are you you were talking to Gwen. I'm sorry. Okay, my apologies, Magnolia. Thanks, everyone, for joining Nonya Sis. I do appreciate you very, very much. Gwen says, hey, Denise says, hey, Gwen. Antoinette, good evening. Amber finally told Ernestine about Trey and kicked Trey out. Bye, Trey. Go call Tyrone. You better call Tyrone. Okay, better yet, go get Tamara to dress up like Erykah Badu. Better tell him, come on, get his stuff. Hey, Magnolia, right. You got to feel out a person. You do. And that's why I say, what do I say about your skeletons? keep them in your closet until you need to pull them out. Now is the time to pull out Melissa and pull out Wayne, because we got a party to go to next weekend. And knowing Wayne, he's going to write it where Amber doesn't tell Dave about him and Amber. And then Dave's going to find out the hard way. That's my guess. I hope it doesn't happen. But of course, Wayne's got to make himself look good. You meant to say Skateland? What's Skateland? What's Skateland? Is that Skitland or that's something else? I don't know what's Skateland, Michelle. Is that a new channel or what's that? Don't mess with my Amber, Carla said. And the way Amber being hit. That tennis ball. Melissa better stay out of her way. Out there taking it out on the tennis racket. Gwen, I think Amber gets comfortable because Melissa was YT. She might never think Dave would go for her. I believe if she was black, she would question it. Well, we know how Amber feels about the chocolate in the YT because she told Mike and she told Danielle. Remember that? She doesn't like that combination. But a lot of people don't. But a lot of times and this is real talk, for black women, it has to do with the past. You know, the past when black men would be found because of them. So yeah, a lot of black women do have a problem with that. Shayla and Anthony need to pay for what they did to Amber and Diesel. Yes. And Diesel is suffering big time. He's about to be homeless again. Now what's going to happen? Because Angelina is on a mission to just run over anybody that's in her way. She has no more compassion. She's mad that Diesel left. She thinks he left with Coco, but he wasn't with Coco, remember? He said goodbye to Coco also. So he wasn't with Coco, to our knowledge, when Coco turned him over the last night, to Angelina, and she told him good luck and this and that. It didn't look like Diesel was going anywhere with Coco. So, but he didn't call Angelina either, but he wasn't on his meds. He wasn't on his meds either. Antoinette says Amber was trying to tell Ernestine, but Ernestine didn't want to hear it. I remember she did try to tell her. And I did say, Ernestine's going to get mad when she finds out Amber knew, but she got over it quick because she did say that. RD Walk, good evening. RD says, good evening, Nonya, Buttercups, and Chatters. I am here listening in, getting your hair done. That's where I need to be sitting. I need to be sitting in somebody's chair, getting my hair cut. I thought my niece was coming, but she's not. So Ernestine told Amber she never wants to hear. So I don't know why she's mad. She all right. She got over it. She got over it faster than I thought she would. All right. Shayla was eyeing Tamara when she started talking about Amon being handsome. Like Lauren did that one night, and Shayla was trying to fight her over giving Amon compliments. I remember that. Angela Atkinson says, good night, Artie. Please like, share, and subscribe. Please do. And please subscribe to my channel. I'm gonna start posting, please subscribe, because I don't think I'm gonna lose followers, but I have a lot of Amber bashers. Well, not really bashers, but some of the other channel that come on. So they have to, I guess they're subscribed. I don't know. But I mean, they're going to say what they're going to say. I just respond to them, seeing that a lot of them I've been around for a long time, but I don't know that they think I'm just not going to say anything. They should know better. since I was their moderator. I was a moderator before most of them came on the show. So they should know I am going to say something. Okay, Artie, you getting your hair done too early for the party? And party is not until next week. Artie's ready for the party. Go ahead, Artie. Go ahead, Artie. And then Gwen says, Angela, that was funny. She didn't want to know, but she really did want to know. And Angela Atkinson says, Dave said he don't go out, he just works. So he doesn't get to meet a lot of women. He doesn't go to the club. And that takes me back to that statement he made, Angela, to Amber. And I don't remember anything word for word. I do paraphrase. So if I paraphrase it and you want to correct it, feel free to do so. Angela has no problem doing it. But remember when he said to Amber, would I find in Amber, would I find her in Amber in a nightclub? And Amber said no. And he said, correct. That's why you're here now. Because he doesn't go to nightclubs, apparently. He doesn't go out. He's kind of like Wayne in that regard, because that's why Wayne's always at home, because once you, I guess, get rich and stuff, you don't just go out and hang out, or unless you're Amon doesn't care. Amon go find his trees, and Amon is okay, right? Amon don't care. And then Dave said, yeah, he just works. Hey, Deborah. Oh, girl. I'm calling her old girl. Old girl was just as happy this morning with her strawberries and her little prissy dress, and she thought she chased Amber away. I guess she did not really understand what he meant when he said she was the one, or she just didn't want to accept that, one of the two. She got her little strawberries, and Dave's so oblivious, like most men, and if there are any men here, no shade intended, right? He's just eating strawberries. He's not even thinking about the fact that she is being flirtatious. A lot of men don't think about that. You know, they just enjoy the moment. They do. That's why I told my husband, the only moments you better enjoy are with me. I'd be dropping it in his ear. I'm not playing with these females, because they'll come for your man in a minute. Before you know it, he'll be gone. And I'm not paranoid. I just don't women. I think we all do. Right, Shay. Yeah, I read that one. I'm sorry. And Gwen says, please like, share, and subscribe. What's our number count? Can somebody tell me the number count? Do we have like 15 people at least? Just curious. Because I don't expect the wind down to like be really busy. Like in the morning, it's busy. It tends to get busy like at midnight where you guys are. And then you've been here already. But I'm not changing the time back to midnight, because then you'll be starting at midnight. And that's not cool. You know? So I'm trying to do what works for you guys, because it's only 7:49 where I am, 7:50 p.m. So I could do 8, unless this is good for you guys, whatever works for you, because you guys are mostly on the East Coast. Oh, my bad. All right, let me see what else we have going on. Yeah, Dave doesn't go out. Hold on. Let me slide this down. Hi, Artist. Welcome in. Artist is in the house. Artist Sims is in the house. Nonya, Dave told Amber he could not find a woman in the club. Yeah. And he asked her if he would find her in a club. And she said no. One Journey, you just got home 30 minutes ago. Happy Friday. I'm glad it's over for you. And Nonya said, Artist says, yes, Nonya, I know women too. They will come for your man. And men, they're just oblivious. They really are. They think these are innocent little moves. You see somebody flirting with your husband, I think you'll know. because he never saw her that way, and he still doesn't see her in a romantic light. She was just an opportunity and she knows he doesn't go anywhere. She knows it. So she knows how to work that game. For 10 years or however long, she has developed her game plan, and it's been working, except for apparently the lady in Arizona and Amber. So, Amber, no more secrets, no more lies. Thank you, One Journey. Please hit the like button, everybody, even if you don't come in. If you don't comment, it's okay. Just hit the like button, please. Please, please, please. That would help me very much with my stats. Hi, Eklund. Good evening. Eklund says, hello, One Journey. 19 and 27. Thank you, Gwen. Magnolia, even after Dave said all that, they're still coming saying he's a womanizer. You guys, I'm telling you, they are coming. I am okay with my time, 9:15. Okay. They are going to come for him. So get ready. It's going to get worse. They don't want, if Amber could roam the earth alone, those people still wouldn't be happy. There's jealousy. There are men who just don't like pretty women. There are people who say she thinks she's perfect. When you dress like you should, then they say, "Oh, she remember high school? Oh, she thinks she cute. Remember that? All that nonsense." Or if you dress down, then it's like, "Why is she dressed like that?" So you're not going to win, no matter which way you spin it, right? You're just not going to win with some people. And I'm okay with the 9:15. Okay, Angela. Woo! One Journey. Buckle up, Buttercup. So who's been using the word Buttercup? I heard 2 other channels. Hi, Layla. Miss Grant is in the house. How are you, Miss Grant? You know, every time I see your name, I think about my sister. Her name is Laura Grant. She comes in sometimes because she always types L Grant. So sometimes I'll think you're her, but then I remember she uses Laura because her name's Laura. Hi, artist, Angela Atkinson is saying. And then One Journey says, hi, Nonya says, buckle up, buttercups, click, click. Hit the like button, please. Hit it, please, please, please. Let's get the numbers up. People tend to come over after O'Neill is over, but by then, you know, you guys are tired. I'm tired, and it's time to go. So, but I do get a lot of feedback from what's said in the other places. This is the first that I've heard about my sister station, you know, and that concern that you guys have. I am sorry about that. One Journey, I went over to watch a video you were talking about and couldn't find it. Which one, Gwen? Because you know what, there are 2 of them. The same thing that happened last week with the baby David. I had to upload it again. That thing was stuck for literally 2 whole days. And I slept last weekend a lot. And I would wake up, check the video, and it was still sitting there. So I saw 2 videos still trying to upload. Gwen, if you can tell me, One Journey, I went over. Oh, One Journey's video. I know 2 of mine are still sitting there saying uploading. And I'm like, why? Amber said she was convenient booty. She was. She was. Thanks, everyone, for joining me. NONYASISCHAT, thank you so much. Oh, my God, she called Amber a slut. Who, L. Grant? She called her a tramp. Is that what you mean? She called her a tramp. Did somebody say it was a slut? She said she called her a tramp. And then I think that, Layla, I think that pissed Dave off, honestly. I think that pissed Dave off. Gwen, can you get this comment for me, please? Layla, I got to delete the comment, okay? I read it, but Gwen, can you get that comment from Layla? Layla, I got to wipe it out, okay? Just because of the word. But I did read it. Okay? So Don't be mad at me, Layla. Look, I got on my teacher glasses, Layla. I can read. I can see again. I found them in the drawer. Go figure. Welcome in, Magnolia. Buckle up, Buttercup. So who's saying they're buttercups out there? Or is it just you guys that using the word? I'm just I'm just curious. Or nosy, whichever one you want to call it. And one journey said hello to Gwen and to Angela Atkinson. And this one, I see one from Willie. Oh, good evening, Willie. I'm glad you're here. You were not here last night. I saw you put in a message late. And good evening, Willie. Good to see you. How are the babies? How are your grandbabies? Good? Hope so. The little ones. 23 likes, 29 watching. Let's go. Let's go. Everybody, please hit the like button for me. Get the numbers up. Even though they still look good, let's get the numbers up if we can. Oh, Gwen serving drinks. Oh my goodness, she's got all kind of goodies out there. One journey sending somebody a kiss. One journey, who you kissing? I'm telling on you. Artist says, hey, One Journey. One Journey, you want to come up? I know you just got home, though. But if you want to come up, let me know. Magnolia is great, so he just devoted himself to being an honest guy. But, and no shade on any men, but women are conniving little creatures. They are. We are. I know I'm calculative. I know that. I'm very calculating, but I'm not dirty. I'm not dirty. But I will figure out how to do it in a minute. But I don't burn people. I don't talk to people's men and none of nope, not me. I'll be trying to like stay in my own lane. Am I calculative to my husband? He knows it too. He'll just laugh. Say, what you want now? And then all I can do is laugh because I know I'm busted. Hey, Miss Grant, that is from Magnolia. One Journey says hello to Carla. And then there's a hello to One Journey. All of these are hellos. Hello to everybody from everybody. Welcome in, buttercups. I am curious to see who is saying they are buttercups. Or is it just us? Is it just us? Because somebody came and told me today, and I was like, why are they telling me that? But they didn't make it sound like it was anybody here. And I was like, what? I'm not changing her name again. I'm not changing it again. We can forget that. And Miss Layla Grant, I was finishing up my celebration today. Oh, you were celebrating your long overdue Knicks game, 53-year-old overdue celebration. You were watching the Knicks game, or is it your birthday or something? No, you just had a birthday, didn't you? Didn't you, Layla? I was finishing up my celebration today, shaking my head. Oh, you were partying. Okay, I got it. Hey, Magnolia. And then One Journey is saying hello to Betty. Melissa called Melissa a lazy pump. Ha ha, One Journey. One Journey's bad. Be saying bad. One Journey be saying bad stuff to people in her own way. Okay, Willie says, most times I don't make a comment. But Nonya, if you see a lot of hearts on the side of the screen, it's me. Oh, thank you, Willie. I was wondering who was hitting the heart button. I appreciate your time and effort. Thank you, Willie. You know, I really did find that after being on the other channel and a moderator also, because that's a difficult channel to moderate, it didn't take me long to realize I wanted my own channel. And not because it was a bad place, but because I wanted somewhere I could voice my own opinion and be heard, and to listen to the fan base. Because so many times we make comments. There are some creators or reviewers who do try to read them all, but there's so many. And then there are others, they don't read them at all. They don't read them at all. Later, it's okay, baby girl. I got you. No worries. Trust me. I already, it's all good. Um, you're cool. And, well, to me, Trump is just as bad, honestly. It really is. I mean, it just sounds, I mean, we know the difference between the two, but calling her a tramp because she's in an affair and she's getting a divorce. Nope, we don't like affairs. We don't. But her lawyer knows, God knows, that's who counts. And for her to say that to Dave, Melissa was tripping. Melissa was hot. She said Amber was a cheater and a tramp. Melissa is getting ready to scorch the earth. Yeah, she's getting ready to do something. Melissa can't flip Amber across the table or the chair like she did her sister. No. Is she going to come after Amber or is she going to go after Dave? Or both? Eklund says, Nonya Ernestine finally put Trey out. I was over here singing joy. I'm so sick of looking at Trey. Eklund, it's crash out season in Skitland. Yep. That's why you can come in here and chill out. Because they're gonna be on one for real, for real. Watch. With Dave and Amber. And don't let Dave and Amber slip, because it's gonna start a big old hurricane. I know your Dom called the cops on Greg for playing in her face. Playing in her face? I'm so sick of Dom. Playing in her face with her mom. Was he meddling her? Was Mr. Greg doing it to annoy Dom? Is that why he was doing it? Or did he really want to take her mom on a date? Nonya, leave your name alone. Somebody's using Buttercup out there. So I was told today. That's what I thought, Layla, because my birthday is in March. That's what I thought. Yeah. See, I'm not totally crazy. The next time I won a championship. Oh, okay. Was in 73, 53 years old. Overdue a championship. I got you. That's what I was celebrating, my New York birthplace. Got it, Layla. Okay. Yeah, my birthday is in March too, and I do remember because for some reason I remembered your birthday. It was a day. That's okay. My birthday is the last day of March, and yours wasn't. Was your birthday on a Tuesday or something? Was that you? That was on a Tuesday or Monday? Carla says Eklund, but Dom said she didn't want Mr. Greg. She just want to upset people. Eklund says, remember she made the neighbor of Sonny get fired, so she wants him as a safety net. And then L. Grant says the last time the Knicks won a championship was 73. Yeah, 53 years ago. No, I didn't mean that was your birthday. I mean March. Oh, so yours is March 1st. Mine is 31st. Okay. Went to New York City for the game and stayed over. Well, I'm in the Bay, so I'm Warriors. And but I'm from LA, but I've not been a Laker fan since the old Magic Johnson days, because I've never been the new Laker team, but I do love my Warriors. And the Knicks are good. I watch basketball. Steffi Mack says, hi, Steffi Mack is in the house. You early tonight, lady. What's happening, Steffi? Eklund's here. Eklund says yes to annoy her. Please hit the like button, everybody. Please like, share, and do subscribe. Hey, Nonya sis. What's happening, Steffi? Magnolia says, hi, Marion. And hey, Marion, welcome in, doll. While Amber is not any of those things. They had the men calling Amber names. Now they have included the women. Yeah, that's right. 29 out of 31. Thank you for hitting the like button, everybody. If you didn't, please go out and come right back. March 9th is my birthday. And your son. Okay. See, I remember, at least I remembered something was going on with your birthday, Layla. I remember something was going on. Okay. Hi, Trap Star. Welcome in, lady. I hope you had a good day, Trap Star. And Gwen says, Magnolia, could you please look for the comment to be deleted? Well, it's okay. You can let it go. It's all right. I mean, it wasn't that bad. I just don't want anybody to pick up on it. Don't worry about it. Really, it's okay. It's all right. I mean, it's not a curse word. My dad's birthday is March 30th. Oh, okay. Day before mine. You're a Curry fan? Me too. He lives over by where I used to work, down the street, actually. And then Steffi says, I'm right here catching up, was working all day. Oh, you're tired, Steph? Are you off tomorrow? It's Friday. I hope you're off tomorrow. Yeah, I love Steph. And I actually do like his wife. That lady is nice. I mean, she's nice to the public because they used to come where I used to work. But you can't act like you know them. You have to just do your job. And no specialties. So none of that. Can I have your autograph? No, you get fired. Or written up. Hey, Steffi. Gwen says, hi, Steffi, Trapstar, and Marion. Trapstar, how was your day? I kind of missed you today, girl, in the comments. Artist says, Melissa has no room for calling Amber any names, yet she's sleeping with her boss in a fantasy relationship. Thank you, artists. And it's amazing that people in various comment sections did not pick up on that. They sure didn't. But I was out there doing battle today in Country Wayne World. I looked for some of you guys. I didn't see anybody. I just started. I don't blast people, but I just check them on their facts because facts are so wrong. It's like, do these people just make this stuff up? They do. And Ms. Grant says, what is these crazy storylines they're producing in Country Wayne? Layla, that's partly why I put in, I changed my thumbnail. If you guys noticed, if you're on my channel and you see my thumbnail, I did put in Skit Life dash Real Talk because I want to make sure that it's understood that these are skits and that we do talk about real things. Like if we see something in the skits, and that's why I will interject. A lot of us might interject and say something that's more appropriate or more conducive to us as Black people, because they're not like us, the skits. And so I'm trying to tie that in. Because all these crazy storylines, but Layla, just think of who the audience is now. It's no longer for us. Drip was for us. This audience is for somebody different. Think about it. Because it's all about the money now. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. No, I do my hair, so I start early in the morning, 7 a.m. I remember those days, starting at 7. I didn't mind 7:30, but I hated 7. Did anyone have a great Juneteenth? I didn't do anything. Did anybody have a great Juneteenth? Did you guys do anything special for Juneteenth? Where I live is it's predominantly YT, but there are areas, if I go to Oakland or something, then there's a lot going on in the greater Bay Area part. They'll probably have stuff going on tonight, though. For some reason, the Bay Area likes to jump parties off at night. They do. I mean, we have, different stands around, and you can go over to Kaiser, and you'll see all these vendors and stuff like that. But they typically jump off parties and stuff at night. As soon as the sun goes down, here they go. Please join me Monday through Friday. I am 9:15 Pacific time, and for everybody that's on the East Coast, it's 12. So I'm 3 hours different. So if I accidentally say my time, which is like 8:11 right now, just know that's my time, because I do forget that you guys are on the East Coast or in Central Time. So if I make that mistake, I do apologize in advance. Okay, and then it would be 12:15 Eastern and 11:15 Central Time. Have tea with me. So that's in the morning, Monday through Friday. Pretty much the same layout, but we talk a lot about whatever the jump off skits are. But I didn't make the channels for that. We can talk about anything in the chat. Just remember, it's social media. And once it goes out on social media, we can't pull it back. Like there's nothing I can do to get it back. But we talk about music. We talked about food. We talked about menopause. We talked about, what was that we talked about a few days ago? We talk about medicine, even though nobody's a doctor that I know of. But we don't give, medicine, but we talk about things like that. Or we'll talk about an illness, or we just talk. But boy, we had fun talking about the music. But I'm going to have to take my shorts down that have music in them. And let's see. I did look at the Angelina video. She's at 1,000,000, 1,000 something. So I guess it's just going to stay. And I hope nobody, tries to copyright it or something. Just leave it alone, please. I mean, I'll probably never get another million view. I think million that's a lot of views, but I'm very thankful for it. I truly am. Steffi says, hi, Gwen. And then Miss Grant says, Amber and Ernestine podcast will be advertised on the skits, not KW podcast. So I do have 4 of their previous podcasts in my playlist. I saved them off because I used to watch It's Invincible, or It's Inevitable. And I put them in my playlist so I would have them. I think it's on private, but I can unlock it and make it public, and you guys can watch it if you want. Ernestine is very chatty, like she is on the show. And Amber looks bashful, almost bashful. Like she talks, but it's like she lets Ernestine talk, because Ernestine's a talker. She yaps, she talks. The most recent conversation between Shayla and Tamira about nice girls finish last. Have Shayla on guard. And people used to say like nice guys finish last. So now what? It's nice girls finish last, Wayne? Really? This Saturday, Miss B will be in that 9 o'clock slot. I think she's going to do Sunday also. So on the weekends, she'll be in what's usually my tea time. So she is going to do live. She did some last weekend. She figured out which way she liked doing it best. What's wrong, Layla? Thank you for saying that, Nonya. What, baby girl? That. I don't bash him or anything, but I will say if something is on my mind. And so, Layla, that's why I wanted this channel. But I do want, every once in a while, I think quite a few of us will throw something in there that's more realistic toward Black folks, right? These skits don't define us, but these skits do go around the world. I mean, to countries I never even heard of. When I looked at the map, I was like, where are all these places? Places they just, how places just come out of whatever the current political climate is, or not this climate, but any climate is. But yeah, I don't bash him, But I will like say something when I see things, because I don't know if it's an experiment to see whose minds they can change with this writing, or if they're trying to push a new agenda. I don't know what it is, but whatever it is, it's negative. Let's see some positivity coming out of these skits. And if we can teach, like not teach as a teacher, but just as a person, if you have anything you want to share where somebody can learn something. I mean, that's why I said women are conniving. We are. If we see somebody we like, you think we don't know how to get their attention? Yeah, we do. And that's why I say things like that, because that's more realistic. It's not like you just got to jump in the bed with somebody. We don't get down like that. They not like us, okay? And I say that every night. But I appreciate my channel. I'm thankful for it. I have a voice. I can use it. But I'm not a feminist. I'm married. I have children. I mean, I even married a ball player. And the only reason that I mentioned that was because somebody wanted to hand me, when Amon first came and they were talking about, like, some people don't know what groupies are. Layla, I think you might have been there. Some people, it was moderator night. Some people don't know what groupies are. Groupies are girls who hang out, or women who want to get with ball players, right? So this girl wanted to hand me Chat GPT to read something, or wanted to read it to me. And then finally I said, you don't need to give me Chat GPT to tell me about being married to a ball player, because I married an Oakland Raider and he was just going into the draft. And then I have shared this story. I'm not going to share a lot of it, but don't hand me Chat GPT when I was married to a ball player. Do I know their structure? Yeah, I do. Do you know why I got a divorce? Because I didn't want to be married to a ball player. But he happened to be a good guy. Hi, Emmy girl. I mean, he's still single to this day, but he never fell into that pit, you know. And I'm thankful that he didn't, because he was a nice guy. So, but yeah, they wanted to hand me Chat GPT to tell me something about groupies. Really? Are you kidding me? I don't want to read your Chat GPT. And I was married to a ball player. That's when I finally let that out. Not that it's anything embarrassing about it. It's just not something that I talk about. But he probably doesn't care what I talk about. He knows I'm not going to say anything bad about him. So, but yeah, that's where that came from. When Lauren confronts Dan for popping up on her mom, good, because he had no business going to her mother's house. That man is he's going to find Lauren. I'm surprised wait a minute, where is he? Is Lauren in Miami or is Lauren in Atlanta? Where's Lauren at? Hi, Hemi girl, what's happening? I hope you had a good day. I hope you had a good day, Hemi. Amber is getting in her glow up mode for this divorce. Anthony, he's sitting on that couch with Denisha. He ain't thinking about signing no papers. What is wrong with him? Just trying to save his money? He wants to use up her money. I hope Lauren gives him a piece of her mind this time instead of that dry Lauren talk. Lauren speak. Steffi Max says Amber's going to push her clothesline and her body butter. Ernestine will be working for her. And that's pretty cool, that because she's about to release her clothesline, she said. And I'm glad she's doing her body butter again, because every time I go to buy it, it's out of stock. Because she does make it herself, and she's got her own lab or whatever to test it and all that kind of stuff. And not sure when she's going to bring up Black Tie, which is going to be her website, because she said it was almost done. But then she has a little boy, so Amber just stays busy. And then remember the time she showed us her juicing methods and what she drinks and all that? She's always sharing stuff with us. She used to sell her clothes on WhatsApp. No, not WhatsApp. On who? What is it? Whatnot. And now she's going to open a boutique. She did tell us that also. Trapstar said they kept using the word ghetto yesterday. It's ridiculous. People don't say that anymore. They don't. People say the hood. They don't say the ghetto. The ghetto is not something we say in America. The ghetto. You guys know that song, The Ghetto? It was way back in the day. No, we call it the hood, if we call it anything. The ghetto, those are in other countries. They're not in America per se. We call them the hood. At least we do in California. I don't know what it's called in the South or whatever. But we just say the hood because the hood means the neighborhood. The hood means everyday people. And then if it's something that's really like bad place, we still don't call it the ghetto. There were some apartments in LA called the Jungle. And when I tell you they were gorgeous when they were first built, they were. And then they got infested, right? They still didn't call it the hood, the ghetto. We don't refer to things as the ghetto. Not Americans. Not, to my knowledge, we don't say the ghetto. We just say the hood. And if you say the hood and you know which street it's on, you know what kind of hood it is. Like Compton used to be the hood because it was a bad area. Now it's not a bad area. You know that's where Serena and Venus are from, right? And that was actually across the street. It started across the street from where we lived. The side we lived on was more upscale, but across the street was Compton. But it didn't matter because we were still in Compton every day. We just go across the street and go on down the street and do whatever. But we didn't call that the ghetto. And now, of course, they've rebuilt Compton. But I mean, it's not like it was raggedy. Like Friday, the movie, that's done in Inglewood or Compton. No, Boys in the Hood is done in Compton. And then Friday is done just in LA. And that they call that the hood. It's just where everyday working people live, or even the poor people's neighborhoods. It's called the hood. Yeah. So people don't say that anymore. Well, at least our people don't. However, seeing it or selling it to other people, that's Black life. But that's their life. And I know where it's coming from, Trapstar. I already know because I tried to make that point also. We don't use that term. We don't. And he knows it because I told him. Think I didn't tell him? You know I told him. So don't call it that. We don't call it that here. What are you talking about? I mean, not that it's a terrible thing, but no, don't refer to it as something that we don't refer to it as. You know what real ghettos look like in Palestine and all that? Those in old Germany, those were ghettos. We don't have those. I mean, even in poor areas, we still don't call it the ghetto. Or we might say the projects. If the projects are raunchy, we say, oh, over there in the projects, we'll call it the projects, because it's the projects and everybody knows what you're talking about. But you say the ghetto, somebody's going to look at you like, where's the ghetto? They will. They'll be like, what are you talking about? My neighborhood probably would not even know what Juneteenth was. I live amongst the clear. They probably wouldn't where you are, Miss Faye. Well, I don't know. It depends on what color your area is. And I don't mean white tea. I mean the other color. Red, blue, white, green, purple, that color. It depends on what that is. And that would determine whether they know what Juneteenth is or not. Trust and believe me. I worked for Kamala. Not for her directly, but I did make calls for Kamala. So it depends on what the structure is down there, whether they know or not. Mm-hmm. And then Steffi Mac says, yes, Nonya, my first client, 7 a.m. Woo, child, your first client is at 7 a.m.? Wow. Oh, Hemi Girl says, I saw someone said Melissa is pregnant. You mean the Danielle's sister, Melissa? Really? Who said that? Was that a joke? He said he ain't been with her in a minute. I like her. I'm like her, tall and skinny. She said, I like her skinny tail isn't even food pregnant. She flat as a board. So was that just a comment that says she was pregnant? They make up some of everything. Talking about Dave was fun. But you know what I did think about as far as Dave? Because Dave has street smarts as well as business smarts. Maybe he came up like Wayne. Maybe he did. And like Beyonce's husband, what's his name? What's dude's name? Because I be forgetting his name just because I don't like him. I think I deliberately forget his name. When I don't like somebody, I'll forget their name on purpose. But anyway, he came up and he was a cooker. But you guys know his story, right? Mm-hmm. That's how he got out. And he's not the only one. So, but you guys know that stuff. Family gathering today. How was it, One Journey? Again all day. Again all day. Tomorrow you won't be going. You went today. Usually one day is enough for me. And so now I couldn't go today because my husband's at the shop. At his shop. So, well, our shop, but his shop. And my kids are doing something. Well, my daughter and my granddaughter, they're doing something tomorrow. I have a 7-year-old granddaughter. Hi, Bella. Even though Bella better not be watching grandma on this channel. Your mama gonna get you if you looking at me. She'll be in her room and she'll say, Grandma, I saw you on my TV. I'm like, Bella, you don't better go tell your mom to change your channel. I have the remote, Grandma. I said, Bella, change the channel before you get in trouble. Because she's already been warned, even though it's not bad. You know, my daughter doesn't want her to watch Grandma. She's supposed to be watching YouTube Kids. They're a little smart, but batootie. One Journey said, yeah, family gathering today. I hope it was nice, One Journey, and not too hot wherever you were. And then Marion says, Nonya, did you hear Amber tell Steen the clothing will be called Amber Ties Closet? I did. I noted that. Because she was going to call it something else. Amber's clothes something. Did it start with a B? But yeah, she gave it a different one. The one she announced on her birthday. I heard her. And there are people who have bought things from Amber on O'Neill TV and on my channel. They have bought an item or two from Amber. And she either, most of the time, they're not even worn. She says she wears tennis shoes and jeans and sweatshirts because she's a boy mom. So she's always doing boy stuff. They're making all this stuff up now because Dave isn't a wolf in sheep's clothing. They wanted him to be. Of course they did. Of course they did, Hemi girl. But I think Amber's going to blow it if she doesn't say something about Wayne to Dave now. No more secrets, no more lies. Wayne, can we get a win, please? Can we get a win for Amber? We would appreciate it. Whew. Yeah, I heard them saying stuff about Dave. He's a scammer. He's a this. He's a that. And it's like, why don't they just be quiet and quit making up stuff? And then they're encouraged because adversity sells. Don't forget that. So it's going to get worse. So buckle up. And then One Journey says, Nonya, you are an excellent storyteller in video. Aw, your gift will make more million view shorts. Thank you, One Journey. Wow, coming from you, that's a big deal. Thank you. You going to sleep now? Okay, good night, One Journey. Get some rest. You might have company tomorrow. You never know. Good night, One Journey. Sleep well. Magnolia says they swore up and down he was using Amber and wouldn't fire Pepper Ann. It's negotiable. You called it, Nonya. Not sure what, but okay, Trap Star. If you tell me I did, then I believe you. I believe you, whatever it was. I don't even know what it was. I talk so much. I mean, I have like a lot to say. I'm excited, and I'm excited that some of you wouldn't even know I was really excited that you follow me. I have told a couple of people, but I'm very happy to have you as subscribers. I am. Okay. And then Hemi said, because Dave told the truth now, the men folk, aka pro Atlanta, what are they? Pro Atlantaites. You mean pro anklets? They're little pro anklets. That's what they are. Little Carlton Juniors. They're telling the truth. Oh, it's a pimp move now, is it? Oh, he's a pimp now. Then he was a scammer about to take Amber's restaurant the other day. Good night, One Journey, Gwen says. Magnolia says she calls her Pepper Ann. I called her, what did I call her? What did I call that girl in that video I did? Oh, Cuckoo Melon, like Cuckoo Melon. I called her Cuckoo Melly, like Cuckoo Melon, the little kid show. I called her Cuckoo Melly in my video. All the doubters thought Amber would run away. She felt some kind of way, but she really likes Dave. She just doesn't want to be in the same situation she's living in. She doesn't want another Anthony. And there's still, thank you for watching. Please hit the like button. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. And yeah, they wanted him to be a dog. And he's not a dog. He's a man with great character, except he's dating a woman who's getting a divorce, a married woman. And Amber, if you drop that divorce, please don't. I really want Wayne to split this storyline. I keep saying it almost every day. Finally, I gave up on it and I stopped saying it because I'm sure people got tired of me saying it. Please split this storyline. Anthony can carry his own storyline with Denisha. They're a little boring, but they can do it. They can carry it. Let them split, and then maybe they'll come back together for all we know. But for now, can we split this mess? I mean, give Amber a break for one. I'm so sick of them dumping on her. But like Tamara says, good girls finish last. So what, now Tamara's going to turn into a beast? Really, Wayne? I really hope their podcast comes back. Me too, Hemi Girl. I liked it. I liked their podcast. And they have good chemistry together. Carla says now they're saying Dave wants some Amber divorce settlement. Oh my goodness. People are something else. They can't help it. I can't wait to see what Amber and Steen wear to this party. Oh, Marion, do you think it's going to be the black and white dress or black and silver dress that Anthony bought for Amber to take pictures in? You guys think it might be the silver and black dress that she's going to let Ernestine wear? It might be. That's the dress he bought her for the picture that night. And they're laying there looking like they're, who pointed it out? I said they look like something, and they're laying there like this, right, side by side on this picture. And somebody said they look like they're in coffins. I forgot who said that. Hear me, girl, did you say that? Who said that? Anyway, oh my God, someone just commented Amber brings nothing to the table. She's paying Dave. People are twisted. Lauren's in Miami. Okay. She's back in Miami. Thank you guys very much. And then Carla, hear me, girl, says to Carla, I saw that too. Now, this multimillionaire PK God fearing man is a scammer. They say whatever they need to say to make themselves feel better. Makes you wonder what kind of lives some of them people have. And especially that one night that street poet came in here with that nonsense about it's okay to commit a crime of, whatever. And he made that comment a couple of times in here, and the moderators removed him, but I kind of let him have it because we don't do that here. In this country, take that nonsense somewhere else. You don't get to commit crimes of passion. You go to prison. And he's talking about it's okay to do that. No, it's not. And if you don't take yourself out of here with that nonsense, and then they got rid of him, I haven't seen him back. He could be watching for all I know. I don't know. But that was the most ridiculous thing for him to come in here and say. People just like to be disruptive. They can't help it. Eklund says Steffi Dave told Amber about Melissa, and Dave fired Melissa. But you know what? Melissa probably should have. Good night, One Journey. I mean, she should. He could have. Amber thought he fired her because that's what Amber suggested, but he didn't do it. And it's his company. He didn't have to do it, but they didn't discuss it any further. He spoke with Melissa outside. He put her on a leave, right, with pay. She runs around telling her sister, I got fired. Did she tell her sister she got fired for attention? Or did she really, in her Lulu head, think she got fired? What do you guys think? Do you think she thought she was fired for real? Did she not understand what he was talking about? Yes, Lauren is back and she's still in her dry speak. Excellent live until next time. Thank you, One Journey. And then Steffi Max says, where can I find Amber Body Butter? I don't know right now. Marion, I don't think she has. I think she said she didn't have any right now, but this was on the show today. But she's letting us know she's starting it again. So Amber usually, Marion West, what time does Amber usually come on on her lives? Because I'm on the East Coast. So by the time I see it, she's already done the actual live. I used to be able to catch her when she did the clothes sales on Whatnot. So I think the best person to ask Steffi is Marion West, because Marion follows her very, very closely. And Marion West, all I know is whatever Amber wears, Ant's going to see her. His brain's going to miss like a spinning wheel on the computer. But Marion is probably the best expert to ask because she sees all of the lives. And I miss them because I'm on the West Coast. So they're probably super early, like for me. Because like when I get up to get online, I have to get up at like 5 o'clock. Amber Closet, I thought she had 3 words, but Amber Closet, something like that, yeah. I want her to bring the website up and then just sell everything from the website. I wish, but maybe she has a reason not to. We say hood too? Okay, Gwen. Yeah, I mean, who uses ghetto? You know? I don't even think Harlem says ghetto anymore. Yeah, Anthony, his brain's probably going to be stuck like a spinning wheel, probably going to blow up. But Marion, can you keep us posted on Amber? Because I know you follow her closer than I do these days. Because I can't. It's too much. It's not enough in one day. Thank you. I did have a great day. I'm glad you did, Hemi Girl. And Hemi Girl says spinning wheel. She's laughing. Gwen says, please like, share, and subscribe. Please do, everybody. And it's Amber Tie's Closet. That's it. Because it's going to be black tie so far that we know. I think it's going to still be black tie on her website name. And it is still in the works. But she does so many things. Whew. He did say he came from humble beginnings. Dave said that. So he may have started out just like Wayne. He might even know Wayne, for all we know. If he's a marketing specialist, I think he said only restaurants, but who knows? Hey, Juanita. Gwen says, hey. And looking foolish, saying it to Marion. And then Artist says, sad part is most men don't want Dave to be a good man for Amber. They want to see her lose. You know, there are men who don't like attractive women. We've got one guy, and he's always in my comments, and I talk to him. I mean, I've been talking to this guy for almost 3 years. He only talks about the engagement. I've told him today. He's probably watching right now. But I mean, I talk to him because sometimes he does make good points. But when he starts talking that nonsense about Wayne and the engagement, I shut it down because it's like, when are you going to get over that? An engagement is a boyfriend and a girlfriend. A marriage is a marriage. How many guys do you know have bachelor parties like Anthony was having? And Anthony wanted to go to bed with the police officer who turned out to be a real police officer. He thought it was a stripper he was about to go to bed with. How many people go to their bachelor parties and get laid by strippers? See, guys don't talk about that, but they're quick to judge a woman when she makes a mistake. Did Amber make a mistake? Absolutely. Did she straighten her crown and clean herself up and repent and suffer and this and that? On and on and on and on. She did. So give the woman a break. That man won't let the engage him and a couple of other guys. They just don't stop. And say, what is wrong with you? They weren't even married. If you're a boyfriend and a girlfriend, you can break up in 2 minutes. But if you're married, you can walk away, but you're still going to be married. It's like, how old are you? But this is not a youngster. This one particular guy, he's not young. And you can tell from his conversation, he is not young. He wants to win the argument. That's not an argument you're going to win. Move on. These are people in the comments. It's like, can you let it go? That's my pet peeve for the day. Okay, Marion, Artist, exactly. And then when is Diva going to visit her brother? I don't know. I don't watch Diva, not lately, Eklund. Maybe other people. Somebody, can you help Eklund with her question? She says, when is Diva going to visit her brother D's studio? I haven't seen Diva and D together in a long time. So she can see Sade is there and get rid of her. Sade's in, they're in Miami, right? They're still in Miami today because he was with Erica. And then he found out that what's her name might be pregnant by him. What's her name? Daria might be pregnant by him, but we know it's not going to be by him. It's going to be, what's Daria's husband's name? That guy, whatever his name is. Anthony Denisian storyline, please. That's what I say, Betty. Put the 3 of them in their own storyline and take Delicia and Lauren and Dan with them. Let us have a new storyline. This is just, it's like spaghetti on the wall. It's old. It's boring. You know, and if people want to be mad and come for Amber, let them. And don't call me an Amberite. People love to just assign names because they feel like it. You can call me an Amber Knight, but don't call me an Amberite. That's a rock. And plus, you don't get to define who I am. and I don't mean me personally, where did Amber Wright come from? Amber fans didn't start it. People like this person started it. Nobody asked you to give us a name. And that like irritates me. It doesn't make me angry. It's just irritating. Like who are you? Who are you to be trying to tell somebody who they are? Stay over there in your lane. Hi, NONYASISCHAT. Melissa says, what's happening? The photo shoot reminded you of a Lifetime movie of a mugshot. That was a strange looking picture. And why did that looks like something Anthony would have chosen? Why is it looking like that? I mean, like they're just laying there stiff as a board. Yes, Melissa thought she was fired. But did she really think she was fired, Eklund? Because he clearly didn't fire her. And he told her he was going to give her money while she was off work. I think she got it twisted. I do. I think she gets things twisted in her mind. Because he absolutely said, take some time off. I'm going to pay you. He didn't tell that girl she was fired. But she said she was fired and went and told her sister. Good night, Layla. You leaving? Okay. Thanks for stopping in. I'm glad you did. And hopefully I'll see you. I'm not here on the weekends, except sometime Saturday night I come and do wind down, but I try to stay off on the weekend and be with my husband. So she thought she was fired. I don't know what she was thinking, Eklund. And then Hope says Melissa is just delusional. Remember when she kept saying Amber was butt naked? Yeah, I do remember at his house and she had on a robe. Good night, L. Grant. Amber said she had made some. I just thought she said she was out. Maybe she did. Maybe I didn't hear it right. And Amber will be dazzling at the party and will see what he lost and sees how a real man treats his woman. Something's wrong with Anthony. He's so good to women that need his money. That's his problem. He knows how to deal with women who need money. Okay, Steffi Mac, good night. And yeah, you got to get up early. I'll talk to you later, Steph. Thanks for popping in. And bye, Layla. Okay, have a good weekend too, by the way. You guys have a good weekend. Okay, and let's see. Gwen says Melissa said she got fired for the attention and to make them feel bad for telling what she did. That makes sense. Hi, Juanita. Juanita says, hi, Gwen. Good night, Steffi. Good night, Layla. Good night, Steffi. The men won't let it go. It's weird. Even some of the women won't let it go. I think the women are the Shayla lovers. I mean, we have people in here that like Shayla. They don't come in here with that nonsense. I mean, they just don't. And Amber said she had a dress for Ernestine. I think that's the dress. I think it's that black and silver dress. If she tried to give Ernestine that dress to wear, but Ernestine can knock that out. She can rock that dress. Because Ernestine is fit. Oh my gosh. She's smaller than Amber now. Ernestine is snatched. Pierre. That's his name, hear me. That's Daria's husband's name. Yeah. Thank you. They talk about Amber even when the skit is not about Amber. They put her picture up because that's clickbait. That's what you call clickbait. They want you to click on it because you think you're going to see something about Amber in there. And that is how you make money. That's how you don't see me doing that. I mean, I'm not monetized yet, but, I will be someday. I'm not worried about it anymore. Eklund, I do think she got the things twisted in her mind. I do too, Eklund. I do too. I think she got it twisted. Okay, then we've got Gwen. Gwen says Mike asked J Diva if if she knows if Dom ever dealt with Mr. Greg. Of course, she lied. Mr. Greg needs to tell Dom. He is going to tell Mike they did mess around. To get hurt, to sign the contract or quit. Mm-hmm. They need to stop her. She's a sick person. So what? They're letting us know what she did to her boyfriend when she was younger, and she almost unalived that guy. So does that mean they're preparing us for Dom to say something or do something really bad to somebody else? Is that why they're showing us her backstory? Is she about to do something really bad? Hemi girl, Melissa is a drama queen and exaggerates everything just like Danielle and Ben. They all are a team too much. Can you imagine the male bashing Amber Channel wife? Probably don't have a say so. Deborah, I wonder if they even have wives. Some of them sound like they're young. They sound young because they sound so ridiculous. The things they say just don't even make sense. I mean, there are some are older, but and then again, some of them probably would never say those things to their wives or even treat them that way. Maybe that's their outlet. They get to beat up on a woman. Is that a good thing? Is that what they want to do? Maybe. I'm sorry, Hemi Girl says Melissa once told Amber that she tells the truth and assumed that Amber was a liar. Mm-hmm. I picked up on that. And then meanwhile, Melissa was being fake to Amber and lied to Dave's face, saying she didn't tell her family about them. But she did tell. She's a liar. So who stole his money is also what I want to know. Because somebody in his organization, and we don't know who's in his organization yet, but I'm wondering who stole his money. Whatever money is missing, somebody got it. Because he was on the phone talking about it. How did some money come up missing? Mm-hmm. And then artist says, I agree, Hemi Girl. It would be great if they write Melissa out of the storyline altogether. Maybe she relocates to another job. Well, she got fired. Hi, Kenyatta. Welcome in. What's happening? You know what would be? He's going to pay her a lot of money. He's going to pay her a few million. I can't guarantee it because they're not going to tell us, but because he is giving up what he considered to be a trusted employee. Now he knows she's not a trusted employee. And watch all kind of secrets start popping out behind something Melissa did. Watch. And I think a lot of it's going to have to do with his ex-girlfriends and what that woman did. And artist says, those men who hate on Amber wouldn't be able to pull an Amber in real life. And that I agree with. And they know it. Artists, they know it. They couldn't pull a real Amber if they tried. If they tried to pay her, they couldn't pull one. Kenyatta says hi. And then that part, artist, yep, they couldn't pull one. And especially on Wayne's channel. Oh, they are so awful in the comments. I go out there sometime just for the heck of it to take their temperature. But usually I stay off of all of it. I don't even want to know what they're talking about. I don't really care. I try to stay focused on my channel because I got enough work to do. Making videos and lives, getting them out there. It's a lot. That's why I make a copy on the software because you didn't do them both at the same time. So I make a copy here just in case I need it for backup. And then the one that you see on YouTube, it's actually running on YouTube. So if I don't need this one, I can delete it and let that one go. Now, if I'm running my mouth talking and I say, oops, why did I say that? Because I talk too much. Then I'll come get this copy and then I'll run it through iMovie and it just plays. And then I just delete what I don't want in there because trying to use the YouTube editor, that thing takes hours. And then it doesn't even erase like the whole footage. Eklund says, Nonya, I don't think Wayne is going to be at the party because Ben's too hyped about it. I saw that when he was talking to Michelle, and maybe he won't come because did Anthony say that he was going to pay Wayne? I was trying to remember, but I don't think I paid enough attention to that conversation. Who's supposed to pay Wayne? Who's supposed to pay Wayne? The haters couldn't pull Amber on their best days. I call them out all the time. Hi, Carol CC. Welcome in. Hemi Girl says, Eklund, I think the same thing. Oh, I do too. They couldn't pull one if they tried, and I think that's part of their dislike. Because, like Anthony said, he told Amber, like, the pretty girls did not talk to those guys, to them, because the smart guys were like the jerks of the school because they couldn't pull a pretty girl. And Nonya, I don't think Wayne's coming to the party. So who was supposed to pay Wayne? Yeah, Amber better do her job, Kenyatta. Who was supposed to pay him? Oh, Wayne was coming for free, Hemi Girl? Wayne? To an event he doesn't know who they are, or he was just doing it for Anthony? Eklund, I think the same thing. Oh, Anthony. Carol says, hi, everybody. And then, what time is it? Are you guys ready to go yet? Is it too late? Let me know, or you guys will start filtering out when it's too late. So, and then I'll jump off. When you leave, I leave. So maybe Wayne won't go to the party. It might be a dud. Or Wayne is coming for free. Okay. I'm shocked at that because, Wayne don't do nothing for free. Okay, that looks like the end of our comments. Are we done, everybody? Thank you for liking. Please share it. Share it out, the channel. Even if you share it to your own message. I'd appreciate it. So I just want to get more border. You know me, I like to have enough border to go around. And then Hemi said, what made Wayne agree to go to the party was the fact that there was going to be other celebrities there. But there aren't. It'll just be him. So far that we, except 2 Chainz. 2 Chainz, I guess, is supposed to be there. Or so that guy said. Yes, Hemi. Anthony told him other celebrities will be there. No one's paying for Wayne. It's a networking event for entrepreneurs. Good night, everyone. Good night, Denise. You have work tomorrow? Okay. Well, I will see you guys. Do you want to have wind down tomorrow? Because tomorrow is Saturday, and I only get on if you guys are going to be on. So, do you want to have wind down tomorrow? Just type yes or no. I mean, knowing me, I'll probably be here anyway because that's what I have promised. So, thank you everybody for coming. If you let me know in the community section if you don't plan to be here, because if you don't, then I'll just spend the whole weekend with my husband. So if you think about it, let me know. Okay, Gwen, thank you for everything. Moderators, thank you so much. Have a great evening. Everybody take care. And thank you for your support. Hi, Alexis. Hi, doll. Good night, Melissa. Yes, wind down tomorrow. Okay. All right, I'll be here then. I will be here. So I will see you at 7. You want to do 7 tomorrow? You want to do 7? Because I do go to church on Sunday, but we can do 7. I don't want to do 6 because that's really early here for us. All right. Good night, Hemi Girl. Good night, everybody. Night, Eklund. Bye, Angela. Bye, artists. Okay. I'll be here tomorrow. Same bat place, same bat channel. I'll talk to you guys later. Oh, yeah, Saturday. Miss B, please support her. She's doing lives now. And this is only going to be her 3rd one. All right. So if you'll check in with Miss B, that would be nice. All right. Good night, everybody. Take care. Good night, Gwen. Good night, Carol.